Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about why I switched my sleep system from a blow-up mattress to a closed-cell foam mattress. It's a story that begins and ends with my last passage hike on the Arizona Trail. Feel free to check out our Arizona Trail playlist after this video if you're interested in learning more about hiking the AZT. When we hiked Passage 2, we had a great time. We ended up camping after about 12 or 13 miles, so we had a fairly grueling day. We get to camp, we set up our tents and set up our gear, blow up my sleeping pad, I lay out my sleeping bag. That way later on in the night, I'm ready to just crawl into comfort and go to sleep. We hang around, chat, watch a nice sunset, whatever you do at camp. We had a little small fire and had dinner. Once it got dark, I got into my tent. When I got into my tent, I noticed that my sleeping pad was slightly deflated. So I blew it back up, and you know what? It had a pinhole leak in it. I must have blown it up 7 or 8 times before the night was over, and it was a less than comfortable or productive night of sleep. While I do like managing myself through suffering at times, I'd rather be a bit more comfortable in my sleeping conditions after hiking 12 or 13 miles. So what happened and why did my sleep system fail? I'll discuss this in this video along with telling you what I'm doing to make sure my sleep system never fails again. I'm Brian from Zona Camp and Hike, where we talk about all things hiking and camping. Please consider subscribing and giving us a thumbs up on this video if you're interested in the great outdoors, whether it be hiking, camping, or anything in between. So check this out. This is a patch kit that comes with your sleeping pad. And you know what? When you open it up, you're like, oh, that's kind of nice. They get a little patch kit just in case something happens. But you know what? Just because a sleeping pad comes with a patch kit doesn't mean that's a good sign. At first I thought, great, if I get a leak, I'll be able to fix it on the trail. I really didn't think it through because my pad got a slow pinhole leak in it. How are you gonna find a pinhole leak out on the trail? Unless you're next to water. So you could blow it up and hold it underwater if you have some nearby. This will help you find the leak by looking for air bubbles. But that creates another problem. And that problem is, well, you guessed it, a wet sleeping surface. That's probably worse than sleeping straight on the ground. You know, after this experience, I decided to ditch any type of blow-up mattress, regardless of the R value and warmth, in search of a dependable pad that would not fail. The pad I decided to go with is actually not a new pad, and it's actually lighter than the blow-up pads. The pad I chose was the Thermarest Ridgerest Solite. The Thermarest Ridgerest Solite is a closed foam sleeping pad with a heat reflective coating on one side. This coating is called Thermocapture. The R value comes in at 2.1, which isn't as high as some of the blow-up mattresses on the market, but in most cases, it will be sufficient for just about anything you're doing, especially because it won't fail. When I lay down on this pad, I can feel the heat instantly. The regular size comes at 20 inches by 72 inches. I'm 6'2", and it kind of fits me because I don't sleep straight as a board. I kind of sleep on my side. I'm a side sleeper, so it actually fits me just fine. My previous blow-up sleeping pad, believe it or not, even though it compacted smaller, it's actually heavier than the Thermarest. The Thermarest comes in at 400 grams, and my blow-up sleeping pad was 564 grams. While it might not be as lofty as a blow-up pad, it is denser and provides good enough padding for me. I can tolerate a hard sleeping surface, so if you need something really plush, I guess this might not be for you. So the features of this pad are that it's light, comfortable closed-cell mattress. There's valleys and ridges throughout the pad that help trap air for increased warmth. This foam is durable and can stand up to years of rugged use. It's rated for 3 seasons. The material is made of cross-linked polyethylene. And just as a note, the main thing that would cause this to fail, or any sleeping pad to fail for that matter, is that it's not flame retardant. So don't get it too close to the fire and avoid contact with any open flame.
Do you hear that? Alexa, stop!
The biggest detractor for many people is going to be the size. It's very large, even when it's rolled up. However, most backpacks have straps included so that you can attach it to the outside of your backpack. I think it actually helps stabilize the backpack so it doesn't fall over when you stop for a rest on the trail. And this actually helps that it's stored on the outside because it's more room on the inside of the bag for other things so that you can actually decrease the size of the bag that you may need when you're backpacking. I've actually tested this pad for a couple of nights and I've been happy with the results. So now this is going to be my go-to sleeping pad that I will be taking on my passage hikes from now on. Just as a note, when my old pad fails, I stayed nice and warm due to my amazing sleeping bag, which you can find in the link up here. One of the great things about this sleeping pad as well is that it's much less expensive than most other sleeping pads out there. For the blow-up pads, you can spend $75 to hundreds of dollars for a sleeping pad. The Thermarest Ridgerest Solite cost me under 40 bucks with shipping and tax and everything. Under 40 bucks. It's one of the least expensive pads out there, and for me, it seems like the one that I'm gonna go with. So if you wanna see more content on backpacking gear and hiking, please consider subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on the way out. Have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.